Hey, I'm golf broadcaster Matt Adams. The updated and expanded second edition of my book, The Golf Round I'll Never Forget, Golf's Biggest Stars Recall Their Finest Moments, is now available. Readers can expect to march with Arnie's Army at the 1960 U.S. Open, relive Jack Nicklaus's remarkable 1986 Masters win, and be amazed by the Tiger Slam. The Golf Round I'll Never Forget, Golf's Biggest Stars Recall Their Finest Moments. Pick it up where fine books are sold, including BarnesandNoble.com and Amazon.com.
Hey, it's this day in sports history. It's December 20th, and on this day in 2005, Kobe Bryant outscored the entire Dallas Mavericks team through 3 quarters and then took the rest of the night off. Now, Kobe had some memorable games in his career. The 81 he scored against Toronto, the 60 he dropped in his last NBA game, but one could make the argument that this game at the Staples Center was Kobe's best game of his career. First, this Dallas Mavericks team was good. Dirk Nowitzki, Josh Howard, Jason Terry, Devin Harris. It was a team that would go on to win 60 games that year and compete in the NBA Finals. So it wasn't like Kobe was picking on the skinny kid on the playground. Second, Kobe didn't use the three-pointer to rack up his points. He only hit 4 of them on the night. Instead, Kobe was simply unguardable and found a multitude of ways to score. Top of the key, wing jumpers, baseline, down the lane, fast break, splitting defenders, fallaways, a few threes, drawing contact for and ones. But even though Kobe was having a great night, the idea that this was a special, one-of-a-kind night wasn't evident with 3:32 to play in the third. Kobe had 48 as he stepped to the free throw line. The Mavericks had 57. Kobe's career high prior to this game was 56, and he equaled that at the stripe a few minutes later, then bested it with an and one with 26 seconds to play in the quarter, and then, with 4.4 seconds left in the third, pulled up from the right wing, drilled a 3 to give him 62 points. An off-the-mark half-court heave from the Mavericks as time expired left them with 61. Kobe opted to sit the final quarter out, telling assistant coach Brian Shaw that, he had another night like this one ahead of him. And of course, he was right. His 81-point night against the Raptors came a month later. The Lakers won the game 112-90 over the Mavericks. Kobe was the only Laker in double figures, hitting 18 of 31 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, and 22 of 25 from the free throw line. And with that, on this night, Kobe Bryant became the only player in NBA history to outscore another team through 3 quarters. Also on this day, in 1981, the Winnipeg Jets' Doug Small scored the fastest goal in NHL history, lighting the lamp just 5 seconds into the game against St. Louis. That has since been equaled twice, but not bested. And in 1985, legendary and controversial broadcaster Howard Cosell ended his 20-year career with ABC after the publication of his memoir, I Never Played the Game, angered many of his colleagues and network executives. That's it for today. More tomorrow on This Day in Sports History.
Hey there, sports history fan. This is Arnie Chapman, a.k.a. the Football History Dude, and I hope that you enjoyed this recent episode presented by the Sports History Network and were able to learn some good old-fashioned sports history knowledge nuggets. I started the Sports History Network back in 2020 with the mission to help podcasters find a community of like-minded sports history nerds, as well as helping aspiring podcasters to start their own shows. We have a little bit over 30 shows on the network right now covering all sorts of sports history, but as far as I'm concerned, we're just at the toothpick in the ocean moment, that can't even figure it out because there's so much more coming. We wanted to create the ultimate headquarters for sports yesteryear, starting with Podcast Network and our website, but we're going to continue to move into other mediums as well. And here's the cool part, because we want you to be part of our team. So if you're interested in starting your own podcast, or maybe being a guest on one of our shows, or who knows, maybe even writing an article for us over on the website. Seriously, all you gotta do is reach out to us on the contact page over at sportshistorynetwork.com. You can be as technologically savvy as a Neanderthal tapping on a stone trying to figure out this whole hieroglyphics thing back in the day. Again, it doesn't matter, because even if you don't understand the whole podcast space, we have a production team that can pretty much help you out with doing everything. All you gotta do, head over to sportshistorynetwork.com, head to the contact page, fill it out. That message goes right to me, and I'll reach out to you as soon as I can. But for now, dude, I'm through if you're through.